name is Jalen Avila, and in this 5-minute Sona video, I'm going to show you how to place a radial arterial line using ultrasound guidance. Our probe of choice here is going to be the linear transducer. It is the one that we usually use for ultrasound guided procedures, especially with more superficial structures like the radial artery. Make sure that you follow your institutional guidelines for the appropriate level of sterility to place this. At bare minimum, we should be placing this with a sterile ultrasound transducer cover, sterile prep of the patient, sterile gloves, and, well, just mostly sterile. Regarding the catheter that you're going to use for art lines, you should use an actual radial artery catheterization set. And there are versions of it that come with a guide wire built in, which is nice, but you might run into a situation where you don't have the guide wire built in, and you'll want to essentially do the same technique that you would for a central venous catheterization, meaning the angiocath goes in, or the introducer needle, then the guide wire, and then you advance the actual catheter, the radial art line catheter itself. And finally, you're going to want to secure that line. This one right here has one that you can use sutures for, but there are others that come with more a sticker type vibe, and then you want to cover it with a tegaderm. If you want a further review on the technique, the overall technique using sequential needle tip tracking to make sure that you know exactly where that needle tip is the same for when you're doing ultrasound guided IVs. So if you want a further review, check out that video. Next, I'm going to show you how exactly to place that art line. I'm going to take a quick pause here to remind you about the courses.coreultrasound.com website. We have so much educational amazingness on that website. We have a brand new EM fundamentals course. We have a primary care fundamentals course. We have a critical care course, content creation course. We have a sono anatomy, which is initially it was built for medical students to help them learn anatomy while using ultrasound, and a whole bunch of other courses on there. We also have questions. We have a question bank. It has 2,200 questions with video explanations about what you are looking for. Check it out at the courses.coreultrasound.com website. And now back to your video. When placing an arterial catheter to measure the arterial blood pressure, we are going to make sure that we have a sterile transducer cover on the probe. We want to make sure that the patient is prepped sterilely. But this is a mannequin, and I just want to show you how to do the ultrasound part of it on this one. Make sure that you follow your institutional guidelines regarding how to prep the patient and your transducer. Now I have my linear transducer ready to go. I'm going to place the transducer with the probe marker facing this way because it's on the left side of the screen as I'm facing it. We want left to be left and right to be right. So I'm going to place it right here. My hands are braced, and I'm going to identify a blood vessel. Now, this right here, one of these is probably a vein, and one of these is supposed to be an artery. I'm just going to pick this center one because it's a little bit larger. It's easier to see. If you want to know how to identify that, what you would do is you'd hold a little bit of pressure. And if you hold a little bit of pressure like this, you would be able to see it pulsate to know that that's the artery, not the vein. Now I hold the catheter, the arterial line catheter, like a pencil. I find I have a lot more dexterity that way. We're going to center it on the screen, make sure we're centered here. I'm going to tilt the transducer just a little bit to get better visualization of my needle, little manual beam steering right there. Do a poke a little bit on a sharp angle and then flatten once I get under the skin. And I can already see a hyperechoic dot on the ultrasound machine. I'm going to redirect a little bit, make sure I'm getting in the center. I'm doing sequential needle tip tracking until I get to the center of that vein. I'm going to do what I call the 2-axis technique to make sure that I'm not going through that back wall, which we're confirmed there. Then, if you have a catheter with a guide wire built in, it's amazing. I'd recommend it. At that point, slide your guide wire in. If you have one without it, then you'd have to introduce that guide wire. What I'll do is I will now double check, because you always want to double check, make sure that everything is good. I just want to make sure my guide wire's in the lumen, which right here, let's get you a little bit better in the long. There we go. We're seeing that guide wire. It is angling up towards, it's not going through the artery, it is angling in the direction of that artery. So we are good. Now I'm going to hold the catheter and I'm going to, or the guide wire with the needle in it, and I'm going to slowly introduce my catheter without moving this part, the guide wire, until I am appropriately depthed, at the appropriate depth, and then we'll slide everything out. Now I like checking again just to make sure that before we use it, we are in the lumen, which we are. A little bit of air artifact right there on our mannequin, but this is inside the lumen. This is an appropriately placed art line. Now we would secure it the way that we typically secure it, attach it to our art line machine, our pressure sensor, and we're good to go. Now, some final thoughts with placing your art line. Just make sure that you are positioned so that you don't have to look off to the side. You can essentially look straight up to see the image, and sometimes that's going to be placing it on the other side of the patient bed, like you see here. And you're not always going to be able to do it in a perfect line of sight. Perfect line of sight here would be having the machine over here by the monitor at the head of the bed. But in this specific situation, we had too much equipment over here and we couldn't really move the bed. So this was the next best place to do this. If your patient is awake, be nice and place a little bit of local anesthetic using a very small diameter needle like this insulin needle. Make sure that you don't inject any air inside the subcutaneous tissue where you're going to do your actual catheterization. Because remember, if you get air underneath the skin, the ultrasound machine is not going to be able to see through that and it'll completely mess up your image. That's it for this 5-minute Sono video. I hope to hear from you soon and happy scanning.